I am going to be beating this guy out of his misery. Take note of my thinking process. He now goes for the Caro-Kann defense. And I'm going to take the center. He gives me the center. I take the center. He plays d5. I take more of the center, guys. Like, this is more space. His knight already can't move to its natural square. Look at my pieces. They can go natural moves. They can make natural moves. My opponent is busy pushing pawns. And he's 24-66. This is what chess has gone to, guys. I'm going to be just developing. I'm like, bishop come out. Knight come out. No, he has officially blocked out his bishop. Now, for guys who want to, again, understand my thought process on a deeper level, knights are supposed to be developed before bishops, yes, but here my opponent only has one piece that can actually go to an active square. So the higher you go up in chess, you will learn about move order. So I played bishop to d3 first, and after he buried this bishop in prison, then and only then I develop my knight. Guys, do you see the genius? No, here he wants to ruin my pawn structure, so I'm gonna be fixing this completely. Just have to hold your advantage in chess, guys. Look at this. What do we prioritize in the opening? King safety. Oh, masterclass. And my opponent has just developed his first piece. He has officially relearned how to play chess. Queen to b6 on the board, and he's now going for pawns. Now, we could take this to learn like a trick. This is me not playing for a trick, but actually testing my opponent's patience. Now, this move pawn to a3 for beginners, it looks as if I've just blundered a pawn. But you guys can practice your visualization right now. If he takes that with all his pieces, then bishop check would have ended his misery on the spot. You guys can pause the video and find that one out. But here, bishop to d7, and I'm going to be playing this move now, pawn to b4. Now, this is what I like a lot with these kinds of structures. Now, my pawns pointing this way already dominate the king side area of the board. And now, by me playing b4, his pieces can't move on the queen side either. So, I like to use pawns to get a lot of space when playing. Now, if you're just starting out, just focus on your piece development and activity, and things will be okay. The higher you go up, you will know when to break the principles. A perfect example was earlier on in this game where I played bishop to d3. You learn the principles first, and then afterwards you will learn how to break them. So here, obviously, if I develop my knight and my bishop, I'm not dying. But I am playing this move pawn to b4 first to take more advantage. So my opponent now is actually realizing the consequences of his actions, and is taking this time now to chant maybe a small prayer, or he's just looking at the position right now and is completely disgusted. Now, you guys will also realize that I gave him this pawn on d4, and we're going to be understanding how gambits are actually made. Now, I don't want you guys to think of gambits as, oh, it's a Stafford or just like giving away material. No. Gambits are basically like, it's like a sacrifice to give you like a lead in development. So right now, my opponent took some time in the opening and played like a lot of pawn moves. Now, I am just going to be returning back again the pain that this man is supposed to feel in this type of position. And I'm going to play bishop to b7. This, and I have one. So whenever you're doing gambits, guys, I want you to do it exactly like this. I want you to count the amount of active pieces you have in the game compared to like your opponent. Remember, whenever you're sacrificing material, your remaining pieces has to be better than your opponent's pieces. Now, he is still worried about his king side, while I already have 3 pieces in the game. 4, 5 incoming, alright? So he's now developing his knight, and it's not really so clear what is he planning to do with this piece. I'm just going to finish my development. So for white, all I'm doing is, again, finishing the development. And black is still trying to wonder where he's putting his king. Now, why is this important? If you don't castle, you're going to be down pieces. Like your rooks, they don't get into the game if you don't castle your king. He's trying like another way to like push the pawns, but that's also, again, one of the major reasons why we castle our king. For our rook. It's not just for the king safety, it's a multi-purpose move. Always look for the drawback principle, which is checking to see what a piece was defending before. So q to f6 here. hits the rook. He moves the rook. Then bishop to here. Is he living that? Oh, he has rook to g. Then I have queen takes h6. Guys, you're seeing already because of the active pieces, people are dying. But I'm wondering if there's better. See a good move in chess, look for a better one. He wants bishop to g7 though. I'll not give him that. So let's go here. Let's stop him from castling kingside forever. So he goes here. And bishop to h7, bishop g7 maybe. Alright, it's looking a little complex. But the good news is he can't castle. Like, that has officially been completed. I'll instead just look to improve a piece. Wait. Improve, bishop. That's all I care about. He can't castle. If he can't castle, his pieces are like a lot of are really misplaced. He could still try to put his king over here, and that's just again suicide. I look at chess as active versus passive pieces. So I'm down a pawn, but for the gambit, I want you guys to realize that I'm not even seeing the deficit. Like you're not feeling it because of the activity. That's why I want you guys to look at chess. Active versus passive pieces. If you have a pawn on the board and you can't use it, doesn't exist to me. If you have a knight on the board and it doesn't exist. Sorry, you can't use it, doesn't exist to me. He can't be that brave. Is he that brave? No, that is a very... He's gonna like open up more files towards his king. I can't even call that bravery. Is it? That has to be crazy. Let me just look at what happens if I just improve a piece. And he goes mad mode. Like if he has this, or I have this already, so that's just a no-no. So if he takes with the knight, is he that crazy? What is his rating? 2466. All right, we'll believe him. We'll believe him. Let's just do this. Like I don't see a way whenever he like takes to like really shatter open this king side. So I'm just gonna protect the pawn, but the same thing is gonna happen. I'm gonna just like bring my rooks to like open files and squeeze my pieces into that ear of the board. However, on the other hand, black's pieces are not coordinated that much. This bishop on d7 is what we call the problem child. It basically has nothing right now. So rook e1. He has to castle whether he likes it or not, maybe. Like, how is he planning to activate this rook? So the way I'm thinking of it is the fact that if he doesn't castle, he's going to be temporarily down 5 points of material. It could be permanent depending on how this game goes. And I don't think his king is safe in the center either. Remember, in the middle game, oh my god, this man has a death wish. I look to improve my pieces. So I'm looking at pawn to b5 now to get my bishop in. This one has a death wish, guys. Now this has to be punished. If I go here, does he suck? That loses. Alright. If I improve, he goes a5. I take and go b5. That loses. Alright, let's go. Let's improve. So I'm starting the middle game plans, guys. I'm putting pieces in this era. I'm attacking. You want to attack? Put pieces in aggressive formation, guys. You know, goes queen to c7. Like, I'm actually starting to lead that this guy wants that pawn. Like, really wants that pawn. Let's just bring a rook to the open file. I'm just swinging pieces. This just looks like he's gonna get kicked out of his misery. Like I'm talking a serious kicking, guys. I'm talking rook sacks. Some piece will sacrifice itself to kill this man. So I have just lined up tactics. So I've placed my rook on the same file as like the enemy queen. He has this king in the center. So this is my thought process. I try to make it as clear as possible for everybody. And this is truly how everybody just like thinks, or most persons think at the master level. They just look at the position and they're just like, all right, certain moves cannot be played. This, you see, here, I just look at it like this. I have like open file with my enemy's queen on it, open file with my enemy's king on it, contact between pieces. I have a lot of active pieces. This is going to end terribly for my opponent. Now, I'm gonna just try to find like the sauce to do it though. So the first thing and the most obvious that is coming to my mind is the simple knight takes d7, because we always check our forcing moves. Whenever you're calculating in chess, just check the forcing moves. So let's check this. Captures. If I take, it's gonna take on b7. Knight check. Now this just has to be like a knockout. I don't want to just win a piece. This one, I want to end this game right now. If I take, he has knight takes. This game is supposed to be finished. No, guys. Like, no, 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 no. There's a tactic here. If I push, just take this. I have to take this. I'm gonna like put my knight on f6. Or if takes, like something is here. Like I can just feel it. Do I take here? He has to take on b7. That's not a thinking. There's no thought there. He takes. Where's the knockout? I was looking at knight f6. I need a knockout, guys. Like a really serious knockout. Forcing moves. Takes. Doesn't work. Oh my god. Let's just go here. This is just gonna like clean up some pawns, but alright, let's just take this. Good try. It's still somewhat okay for white, but I'm really shocked that there's not like a knockout here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm down 2 pawns, but king still in the center. King is still in the center, guys. No. This still looks terrible for black, but nonetheless, where's the knockout? Still not seeing it. So queen takes f6. You could try queen e7. And again, I'm going to be just pulling my queen back and looking to play forward moves. Like, my rook is on the same line as the enemy king. This has to count for something. This could be taking in the future. I'm not quite sure when, but QE7, it could even be then. I win back one single pawn. If king to d7 after. That's like a very tricky move from my opponent, which he will indeed play if given the chance. Or queen b2. I'm gonna push this. Try to like keep my pieces in the game. See, I'm not even looking at material too much. There is something here. Like, there's no way you have pieces like this and you don't die. Push is threatening to win the loose rook on c8. What I'm looking at, guys, is the fact that he has like unprotected pieces. That is never a good sign in chess. So he goes king here. His king is in the center. I have what? 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Bishop a6. Bishop back. b5. It's closing down the position. If I go here, knight a5. Not seeing my way through there either. Where is the breakthrough? Rook here. Let's move our rook. Just threatening at least like some rook takes d5. If like everything is just not working, could be left to like do some panic moves. 1 minute 34 seconds. Takes. Let's go for it. I'm not seeing anything else. G3 just to like get a safe spot for my king, and I'm gonna start squeezing my pieces down. His king is still in the center. That's what I'm banking on. So like queen here and bishop b5. His king, if his king was like safe, then everything would have been a little tricky. But his king is in the center. That's always something we look out for. Here, I think he has like rook c6. Oh, he doesn't have rook c6. Oh my god, man. Let's go here now. If he goes rook c6, I have this. And I'm threatening this. 1 minute 14 seconds. This man is getting kicked. There's no way you took those pawns and live to tell the tale. Suffering is incoming. Same thing. Weak king is going to be the deciding factor of this game. Is he that crazy? No, he is. Oh my god, he's doing it. Bishop f5 improvement. If he takes, I win his king. So that's not possible. So let's go here. Threatening this. I just removed this king off the back row. Might try this. Rook e. Where is the knockout? Oh my god. Yeah, he's definitely gonna play rook here. He has to. I can't find the move. Yeah. Just move. Let's go here. I like keep the pressure with bishop here. Okay, that was bad. Or was it? Go here, take, maybe. "44 seconds. This man cannot live to tell the tale. It's impossible." What's this? Let's bring our bishop back, maybe. Just to actually get some pressure on the g7 pawn. Why can't I? Breakthrough. Breakthrough. Fork. That is not a spoon, guys. That is a fork. Alright, I'm doing this. I am doing this. Alright. Let's take. Okay, well, say a good move. Look for a better one. Look for better. Look for flipping better. Glaves. That's a check. Oh, no. Take this first. Okay. Takes to check. Check. Oh, no. It doesn't work. Shaves. 18 seconds. Check. Alright. He's panicking. He's flipping panicking. Check. He's panicking. No. He just gave me that rook. That's a full-on panic. Check. Win the rook. That's a full-on panic, guys. Let's go. Strength. Subscribe, guys. Subscribe.